Amigos, vamos en el camino.
¿Usted no iba a frente?
No, vamos. Hacia una cueva, amigos. Vamos por ahí. Así es que yo tengo calor, hija.
Yo me puse, no sé ni por qué. Yo también tengo calor.
So just a couple of rules. Well, wait till everybody's in here.
Sorry.
Here's a shaft where they used to lower people into the cave in a bucket or a basket on the end of a rope.
Huh. Esta era una entrada a la mina por donde los bajaban con una cuerda, amigos. Aquí nos van a leer la cartilla.
Watch your head a lot. There's a lot of low arches.
Dice que esa era una entrada antes, cuando entraban ellos aquí a la mina. Repítelo.
Watchen sus cabezas.
Watchen sus cabezas aquí.
Tengan cuidado.
So just, you're not allowed to touch any crystals. That's the main rule.
No deben de tocar ninguna pared, ningún cristal. Esa es una regla.
No toquen nada. That's the rule.
I'll translate for you, man.
Yeah, thank. And then just watch your head because there's lots of low hanging.
Tengan cuidado con sus cabezas.
Here's just an example of the depth of the cave. It's not very deep.
Wow.
So it's all dug out where we're walking through. It's hand dug.
Okay.
And then you'll catch you up to this.
Miren nomás, compadre.
Así es como se van haciendo los cristales, dice.
Sí. Miren, nada más.
Cristales.
$5,000 el que estudiar, ¿no?
Ni la Jenny paga.
I'm not sure how many we're adding, but.
There's like 11
So
of
Andy,
us.
your tour guide.
How are we doing, guys?
How's it going? Hello.
Andy.
Thank you for waiting for us.
This is a tough one. This will be a tough one for him.
Oh, guys.
Hey, come on, you guys.
And as we go through the cave, be very, very careful when you are taking pictures because there's a lot of low-hanging spaces in the cave. And I know how hard this is going to be. This is going to be really tough, but we can't take videos through the cave. It's just the way that it goes. You got to kind of clear it with the owners ahead of time or be with National Geographic or something like that.
Oh.
But it's just, I know it's hard. TikTokers can wait. You guys can wait.
We YouTubers can wait.
Yeah, YouTubers can wait.
Is this okay for me?
No, is that a video?
Yeah.
Then no.
Whoops. All right, I'll turn it off. I'll turn it
We
off.
didn't get very far. Obviously, you're just at the bottom of the stairs. We were just chatting about just stuff. Are you guys all together? All
Yes.
you're all family?
Yep.
Where'd you guys come from?
Uh,
You all live in Iowa City?
Iowa City.
Iowa City representing, woo!
Nebraska.
Nebraska?
Yes.
some of us come from Nebraska.
Digging your Thundercats shirt, man. That's really cool. I'm over. This guy knows what he's talking about. I can already tell.
Go videos, entonces.
What's that?
Go Hawks.
Yeah, right. Go on. I actually love the Silver Hawks. That's my favorite. It's my favorite ever. What's she doing? You chatting with some more? Oh, we got some more.
Yes, I think it's 2 more there.
What's up? How's it going? We'll get going, guys. We will.
All right, no problem.
No se puede video.
What's happening, ladies?
Nomás la luz.
I'm Andy. I'm the weird one. You got a weird guy. We were just kind of introducing ourselves, and we got our friends here from Iowa City. Some from Nebraska. Some from
UK.
You live there now?
Yeah, UK, Madison, Wisconsin, Milwaukee.
UK, Madison. What about where are you from?
Ohio.
Ohio. What's up, Ohio? Cleveland rocks. Just had to go ahead and throw that one out there. We didn't get very far. As we go through the cave, just rules again real quick. We can't touch anything. We got to be really careful not to, because if we do, we're gonna kill crystals. The lake is just right up ahead. There's way more to see after the lake, but when we get to the lake, we can't throw anything in it, because if we do, we're killing creatures. There's little creatures that are supposed to swim around in there. And if I ask you guys this question, I already know the answer, but I'm gonna ask anyway. Would you rather see prehistoric life swimming around in the lake at Crystal Lake Cave, or do you want to throw a penny in there? I know the answer. You want to see prehistoric life in there. That'd be so cool. So, and that's just the end of it right there. Like if we can just keep the lake clean, then the next time you guys come, there might be some stuff swimming around. It'd be really cool to show you.
Cool. Pásale, yo me voy hasta atrás.
¿Por qué? No toques nada.
Ya sé.
Entonces, para más fotos.
No. ¿Viene una señora?
Pero viene atrás,
Ah.
tú sí puedes ver. Aquí con la palita.
Everybody's warm too. You brought your windbreaker. That's smart. Just pass me right by, friends. We're going up to the lake, and then we'll come back down this way. Behind me is where we'll go next.
Okay.
Where the rest of the cave
Okay.
At the end, you might get some little bit of water splashes on your feet.
Okay.
Yeah, after you take a look at the lake, you can just kind of shimmy your way back down. Yeah, those back here, folks are going to walk past us. It's the one place where it gets kind of cozy. Straight ahead is Crystal Lake. Crystal Lake is about 200 gallons. It's about 30 feet long. It's only about 2 feet deep at its deepest. The water temperature is about 47 degrees Fahrenheit. That's about 8 Celsius for a Celsius friend. The water is about 4 feet wide. The last time anybody was in the lake was in January of last year. That was me, the skinny guy.
You went in?
Oh yeah. You gotta be real tiny to fit through that hole. And even I'm super skinny, even it's hard for me. So I kind of would like kids to help, but that'd be child labor. Child endangerment. When the water's that cold, it is dangerous to be moving around.
Cúbrame,
in it.
comadre.
47 degrees
Me
is
cubre.
chilly. The creatures that used to live in there were like shrimp. They're called amphipods.
Cuidado de no tocar nada.
You could bring them back. All we have to do is keep the water clean. And they'll come back on their own. You just have to stop throwing coins and stuff back.
Apparently that's a problem, huh?
It's a huge problem. Well, if you see in there, when you look in, you'll see what I mean. I'm kind of bitter about it, just because I had that clean in 2020. I slid through there, and that water's so cold. Like, I go in feet first, face down. Somebody's there to help me get back out again, because that's important, right? So you saw how high up that is. Imagine falling from that distance.
Dije que los que traen cámaras se la dejan de dormir.
Wow.
Los que traen cámaras la multa de dormir.
No haga bolas.
That acidic water, they release the gas into the water that's not good for the life in there. It's hydrogen gas, it's from metal. The metal does that. So that's what's going on, is if we can clean them out, we can reset the water, and then the creatures will come back on their own. And if you guys have ever seen like an amphipod, you know what they look like. They're like little shrimp. You can see them. They're big.
That's nice. Oh, para some people drive. Ya empezaron a querer tirar cosas ahí, ¿viste?
Sí, él dijo que si querían le podían echar una
That'd
moneda.
be cool to see. When the cave was found, that water had been sitting in there, just like how you see it. It had been sitting in there since before dinosaurs ever
Wow.
walked the planet.
So it's
imagine
been there-
like the time, like what's that? Like 130 million years before dinosaurs?
Wow.
So imagine like the timeline when before dinosaurs walked the planet, there was a bunch of ocean around here. Ocean drained, here comes the dinosaurs. They lasted 60 million years ago, they lasted for a while.
Wow.
And then those creatures had been in there this whole time until humans found it. That's why it's kind of sad. It's like, here comes humans after all this time. Throw a penny in there, and it's done.
Wow.
Y a veces que personas han tirado coins, cosas ahí. ¿Lo vio?
Lo siento, pero yo sí. Pero pues aquí,
Salimos a revisar las cámaras.
fácil. Yo no traigo nada, compadre. Yo
Careful.
Grown-ups, watch your heads coming up here. This is the cheese grater for your scalp.
Oiga.
tengan cuidado ahí adelante, no nos vayamos a dar en la torre.
Yo los chis le entendí.
No, pero mírese a ver cómo es malo, va. Fíjate que yo que él que dice 2000 y yo que escondo, va. Desgraciado. ¿Por qué si Jennifer?
Yo pensé que ya se había ido al lago.
Yo qué ganas de tocarme, dame.
Pero que dice él como
Tengan cuidado con la cabeza, compa Ever.
Sí, be
Y
careful.
usted que está chaparro.
Be careful with the
Vamos
men.
para allá.
Como que empieza a derrumbar aquí, va.
Cállate, cállate. No es que dice que se quieran los de los sabios menos la cueva.
A ver. Ay, mira qué bonito.
Ay, espérate. Mira. Álvaro, ¿y esto lo han puesto?
Con el agua.
All these little skinny crystals above us, they're baby crystals. They're called soda straw stalactites. That's a lot of S's. But soda straws take 100 years to reach 1 inch of growth. So they grow very slow. And that's why when you see like the little water drippy tip on it, there's a little bit of water. When that water falls on you, it's called a cave kiss. But that's why it's so cool to have that water fall on you, because when it happens, a piece of crystal was just added to that. You're a part of that 100 years of growth.
Wow.
Take the water and keep it on your clothes. You can take some cave home with you.
Right.
I've drank lots of this cave water over the years, and I've never once had any troubles, because what the crystals are made out of is something called calcium carbonate. I'm not trying to be too sciencey,
Carbonato de
but
calcio.
calcium carbonate is also called Tums. You can buy it at the store.
Yep.
So yeah, if you get the water dripping on it, there's no issues there. You're actually going to have a little
You
bit
can, you can drink it
hand-
up, right?
You can drink it, yeah. Drink it right off your hand. It's like, okay, so here's the level of cave drinking. A shot glass full of cave water, great. Don't drink any more than that. Because if you do, you will get a stomach ache. And the stomach ache usually leads to running to the bathroom pretty quick. It's
Well, that's
very
good for you.
scouring on the inside. Oh, hey, what's happening? What's up? It's a little TMI for everybody over here. Let's scoot over to the side here, guys. We'll let another group pass us by. They snuck up on us like ninjas, too.
No se mueva mucho, cariño, porque acá tengo la cámara de este lado.
My group, I told you about Andy before. This is Andy.
Hey, everybody. I'm a weird one.
He's the one that goes into the lake.
Famous for the lake, though.
Well, it's a thing you can do here if you want. I mean, I would
No
be stuck
pasa
there
nada.
forever.
Nomás voy a hacer-
I would never get out. So here we go, excuse us. Excuse
Guys,
us.
Exhibit A is wild cave people in natural habitat. I'm the Bunga cave people.
We're so glad to find a way out. We've been here for 5 years. You look pretty good for having Good to know.
Sí, ahí que...
5 años dice de lo que dábamos aquí cerrado.
Sí, va.
Grown-ups, watch your heads on this one. I call it the Widowmaker.
We got you.
Got it.
This would hurt really bad if you bumped into this.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Watch out. Yeah, to make sure everybody sees. I'm making a big deal out of this guy.
All right.
The Widowmaker has been known to take people out from time to time. I think it automatically just reaches out and punches people, so be careful going through. Usually because we're paying attention over here and you're just not watching. If you are a crystal and you hang from the ceiling in a cave, what are you called?
Stalactite.
Close.
What?
Stalactite. Yes, and you were close. Yeah, and not everybody's a crystal nerd, but you were as close as you could possibly be. Stalactite. Stalactite has the letter C in the middle of the word. Stalac. C for ceiling comes down from the ceiling.
Wow.
And I do know the Spanish word is
Son
stalactites.
estalactitas.
Míralo.
That's a good question. Why would the crystals be flattened on the bottom? Was the question that we just got. And that one there is flat on the bottom because it touched what was once the floor. So remember, the miners are digging all the way down, and that guy, it's crazy, that one actually survived mining.
Wow.
So it's gonna survive skulls too, for sure. But be careful. And the Widowmaker, as far as age goes now, when they turn to grown-up crystals like that, that's like 15,000 years worth of growth.
Wow.
When you guys pass by the one that the sign on it says Lot's wife, this is about 80 to 100,000 years worth of growth. Also, I don't really call this Lot's wife. This is the corn on the cob, because you are in Iowa, where there's lots of corn and corn sweat. Oh no! Oh yeah, 80 to 100,000 years old. Stalagmite. If it comes up from the floor, that's got the letter G in the middle of the word. Stalag. G for ground. Comes up from the ground. Over to the left of the corn on the cob is a unicorn horn.
No, no está grabando.
Over to the right is the world's oldest 2 legs and a butt. We got Swiss cake rolls and our bird friend. Who could have possibly visited the
Ahí no
cave
está grabando, ma.
that could bite the head off of a
Ahí
bird? There's only one correct answer. There's only one right answer for this, you guys. It's Ozzy. Come on. Yeah, I
We
figured.
didn't took science.
It's Ozzy's too sciencey. So every Sunday we usually do rename the bird, but because of our recent loss in the music world, we are honoring Ozzy for at least until we're over it. Ozzy the bird, that's his name just for a little while, lost his head. You had it coming to you, Oz. So the only thing I could think of that could really bite off the head of a bird would be Sean the Dragon.
I thought it was Ozzy
After
Osbourne.
Sean Connery.
Yo aquí voy grabando. No, es que si me voy allá me la va a hacer de jamón el amigo.
Pero tú crees que si graba esa cámara así que me tape a mí, que yo la tape.
Yo por eso vengo atrás de...
Cuidado con la cabeza.
Pues si el señor de ahí adelante.
Pero él va tomando fotos, nomás no videos. Cuidado, no vayan a resbalar aquí,
A mí tengan paciencia que llevo el niño.
Uy.
Dice que era una mina. Dice que era una mina, ¿verdad?
Mire, a mí se me hace que nos andan cuenteando, comadre.
Sí.
A mí se me hace que la hicieron, Paco.
Sí.
No, tía, así era de pequeño.
¿Verdad que sí?
Era pura sal, pura sal.
Está muy grande.
No, es que, mire, les voy a decir una cosa, pero no me vayan a seguir el cuento. Yo toqué una
All
pared y
the
es pura
crystals
arena.
above us, the little spiky ones, these are very, very rare in the world. And I mean, like, if you guys visit caves and you're cavers, I pretty much can tell you that you haven't seen these yet. Because this is how they grow. I'm going to get real science nerdy about this. Remember how the floor was way up?
Yep.
Now, the floor being so high up like this is, they had to dig us all the way down. Do you remember with the dragon's chin? We went underneath the dragon. That hole was created by the miners. At the end of this passage, the hole we're going to go through was created by the miners, meaning when they came in here, they had to unseal this. It probably made a sound when they opened it. It probably went
Wow.
as all the air came in here, because this passage was under pressure. The pressure of basically no air at all. It was a vacuum, like outer space.
Yep.
These crystals can only grow in a place like that, and they're called anthodites. Now, if we introduce those crystals to the outside air, they would disintegrate into nothing. So in here, we just have the remaining atmosphere left to keep these
Just to
crystals
keep them
intact
safe,
in the
huh?
cave. But that's why they're so rare. they're grown by something called, oh, this is so sciencey. The energy that creates those is called piezoelectricity. It's kind of like static charge. Wow. If I rub a balloon on your head, your hair gets all crazy. So that's why those are like that, is because of the static charge, electrostatic charge.
Cool.
That's rare in the world, so absorb it. Soak it all in.
Algo que había increíble.
Es que estos no,
Al llevar su cristal allá afuera se le deshace.
no se siente como estalactitas estos.
Pues es que le hicieron uno que no lo toque, ¿verdad?
Pues yo ya lo toqué.
Cuidado que hay agua aquí. Dice the chandelier is this. Permítame. El candelero. Dice the little frozen Niagara. ¿Ya vio?
Aquí hay lodo, hijos.
Ok, hija.
Y empieza la
The little
rodacera.
frozen Niagara.
Empieza la rodacera, hijos.
Se le va a desintegrar, pero la mollita.
Cuidado, comadre,
¿Me mete la
cuidado.
pata al charco? Be
You guys
careful,
want to
don't
try
fall
to
in
fit
there,
a
okay?
little bit? Come on, now scooch in, scooch in, scooch in.
Sorry. Yes, now we. 5,000.
You got some friends still behind us.
Ahora te vamos para adelante.
Do you guys want to readjust? You want to come up?
Oh, that's all right. We'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah. We can hear you. We'll bring up the rear.
Sure. Need a caboose. Here in the cave, I've already been in here a number of times today, so like during the early part of the day, we will sometimes see some of our friends in the cave that visit us during the day. And I'm talking about Julia, Julian, and Julius. And they hang out in the daytime. I know, adults usually respond like that. Who am I talking? For you guys, I'm talking about murciélagos.
I'm trying to find your friends, but I don't see them.
Murciélagos?
Murciélagos, yeah.
Are they there?
No, I don't see anybody.
Oh, I was looking from like, well, where?
I don't see anybody. But if we do see them, please don't be afraid of them, because we know who they are.
They're
and
homies.
They're homies. Yeah. Julia, she's actually an old lady at this point. The first time that I met her was in 2018, and she had a little baby. And that baby grew up to be Julius. And the other one that's a little bigger is Julian, and he's cool. Like they're not pets. We cannot touch
So how do they get in?
all the little cracks and crevices that we can't see. They can fit through something the size of a dime.
My name is Julio.
Julio.
Yes.
Hello. All the little cracks they can find their way in.
There might be Julio's family, you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Julia. You know.
Sorry, I didn't make the connection. I was like so glad to meet you, sir. Yeah. I named the bats after Julie, who used to be the owner of the cave. When Julie died in 2021, we figured that what's a good way to honor her, but to just kind of let the bats take her name, sort of, just play with the name.
What do I feel?
Oh, they just leave, and they'll leave the cave at night to go eat. One little brown bat, that's the species. Little brown bat, it's about this big if we spread their wings. It's a micro bat. They can eat 1,000 mosquitoes an hour.
Damn. Wow. They're good for the animals.
They're really good, yeah, if we didn't have bats, we would actually run out of food because they help treat the crops.
Ya le valió que salía mi mujer, mira.
It's part of life. Before I did this as a job, I did used to work with bats. That's how I wound up here. I was a researcher with U.S. Fish and Wildlife, and as a field biologist, I wanted to work with the creepy crawlies and the critters and the gross things that people don't like, because who is going to love the unloved, right? Somebody has to. When we do that, we learn things that are amazing. Like if you're afraid of spiders, like learn a couple things about spiders, because some of them could do amazing things. So the fears of bats that people have usually come from stuff that's not even true, like carrying rabies. They can, but they probably don't. It's just stuff like that. So all you gotta do is learn, and you won't be afraid anymore.
Cool.
At this point in the cave, we're 100 feet below ground. On the surface above us, there's cows walking around right now.
Careful for one of them falling on top of us.
Yeah, well, or somebody asked, sometimes people ask the important questions in here, like, if all the cows peed at the same time, would it run through the ground and pee on us? And not at 100 feet below ground. We're safe down here, I promise.
Dice que allá arriba andan las vacas encima de nosotros. 100 pies encima.
¿A mí? ¿Y a mí por qué? Yo tengo cabello muy...
Híjole, compadres. Yo sigo diciendo que esto es un Disneyland.
These crystals are all shiny and buffed down because humans used to touch them. We don't touch them anymore. These are, there's actually living creatures on them. So if you look closely, you will see these living creatures. There's one right there. Oh yeah, one in the back.
Oh my gosh.
And see how small they are though, like, oh my goodness, how small. But for a creature that small, they do a job that is enormous. One of those little creatures can eat so much mold and moss and bacteria and algae and organic material and skin cells and hair follicles and toothpicks and organic stuff.
Huh.
But now that I got through the list, I did the list, where does organic stuff come from?
Atmosphere.
People. Comes from people. Yeah, so when people visit the cave, every time you go like this, skin's coming off of your hands. It's supposed to. That's part of being human. But when that dust comes off, we're going to leave layers of organic material on stuff. In a cave where it's not supposed to be, who's going to clean it up, right?
Yeah.
These guys do. That's why they're so cool.
Cool.
Yeah, I gave him a little cool treat.
Mire, por estas cosas yo digo que no es tan natural esto. Porque...
No, de repente en la mañana. Bueno, yo lo que digo es que dice que alguien la descubrió.
We got a turtle friend over here. From this angle, he looks like Yoshi.
Yoshi.
What's up, Yoshi? And I know the sign says Noah's Ark, but most people just agree this is the Titanic.
Oh, wow.
Got some smokestacks, got an iceberg. There's Jack, he's leaning over the railing.
Whoopsie.
And there's Rose floating on a door all by herself in the middle of the ocean. She could have scooted over too. Look, this could have been her and him. There's her right there, there's him. They like each other. She's like, oh Jack, I'll never let you go. See you later.
Get off my door.
Préndale la luz, amigo. Y dice que trae una...
Guys, the first time that we found those springtails in Crystal Lake Cave, those little creatures on the crystals, was 2020. The first time those were found in all of the world was in 2014 in Italy. So somehow they wound up over here after 2014. We get them in the cave too. There's so few caves in the world that have those little springtails in them. So when they show up in places, we're just nerd now. We're like, oh my God, so cool. There's one crystal in the cave that you guys can touch. It's right here on the end. You'll know which one it is. We're touching it.
The one and only.
That's a sacrifice.
No, thank you.
No, it's that
No, es un
crystal has been
sacrificio.
touched for
Es
years.
el que van a sacrificar.
It's not alive anymore.
Pero es el que van a sacrificar para
the
que
more
puedan
that it
tocar,
gets touched, the
dice.
shinier it gets. It's like a crystal ball.
Vamos a poner a Leandro todo el cuerpo.
Tu marido quiere sacrificar a todos. ¿De qué el que vamos a sacrificar?
No, que es el cristal que van a sacrificar.
Ay,
para que
pensé que-
puedan tocar los cristales.
Yo pensé que decía que eran los cristales. Que el que tocara ese cristal le que iban a sacrificar.
Pero
¿Ese?
este sí se siente como uno. Porque los de arriba son muy arenosos, ya los toqué. Yo sé que no los puede tocar, pero ya los toqué. Santísimo Dios. Pues yo creo que este ya estuvo.
All these pearly crystals above us here, these are called helictites. They're very rare also because of what makes them grow. The water droplet has the crystal making stuff in it. It's got the minerals in it. If you were to blow a water droplet to the side with air, move it around, then that's what's happening with the crystals up here is for hundreds of years an air current would just swirl around and reshape the crystal or retrain them to grow at angles. Helictites, sometimes more known as like ceiling spaghetti or cave ramen or something like that.
Comadre. La otra cosa que no me cuadra de esto.
Mira, Álvaro.
Out of all the crystals in the cave, this is one of the very biggest. This one's gone through some different names. We took the sign down just to see what people could come up with. Some of my favorite names for this are the Stingray. I like the, kids will say that it looks like a beacon from Minecraft. It kind of looks like, let's see what else, the Cone of Silence. Not everybody knows that reference. That's a beehive. A beehive, I like the beehive. My favorite name for the, you know what, it kind of reminds me, another reference. It looks like the Minish Cat. Oh, it does. This would remind me for sure. Yeah. It reminds me of something from Legend of Zelda. My favorite name for this is actually the Giant Toilet Plunger.
Nice.
It almost looks like the Devil's
The water
Tower.
dripped on there, and the water was a different acidity, and then ate it away.
Wow.
I know, I always wonder about that.
No, that's okay. It's not good.
No, it's definitely not caused by humans. It's just, I slept up there with that.
Levanta el teléfono aquí. Cuidado.
Vete, compadre, porque no cabemos los dos.
De uno por uno, porque no cabemos. Santísimo Dios, camaradas. La capilla.
¿Tú por qué tienes túnica? No tienes.
Oh, the chapel, this is como la iglesia, ¿no?
There's a little, looks like a little chapel.
Everybody's nice, you know, so we have to protect the crystals. The crystals don't fall. We just don't want anybody to reach up and try to break them when we're not looking. We know how tempting it is for people to want to do that. So
Y por eso se ve como que está derritiendo.
Porque le cae agua de arriba. Si tú le las paredes.
No, porque las paredes y la indicadores.
Pero sí
Este
tocaste.
ve, la maestra.
Mira, está chido.
Wow.
Blue Crystal. Mire cómo que no le están dando.
Comadre.
No es que Julio ya me dice que no caben los dos.
Ay. Si ya tuviera más ancho aquí no quepo. Jenny, le digo, estuviera yo más ancho aquí no quepo.
No me Julio cómo va de lado.
Pobrecito de mi compadre.
Ya me dio frío.
Le digo a la... Le digo a Jennifer, le digo, Jenny, yo si estuviera más ancho aquí no quepo. Dice, no ve cómo va Julio de lado. Dice.
And it's just the earth smells really good.
No, mi amorcito, por eso Julio va a terminar toda la...
Pues saquen sus conclusiones.
We're almost out, guys. We got just a little bit left to go. One of the big questions that we get asked is who owns all this? And the answer to that is it's a privately owned cave. The family that owns it, it's been passed down from generation to generation. We are at the youngest generation currently. Their names are Kelsey and Lexi. And they are not here. They don't have to be here. We actually have, well, their mom's name was Julie, and I did name her the bats after her. So, but Julie, when she passed away, it was 2021, and then her daughters had inherited the cave. So we're just down to the youngest generation now. The guy that started all this, his name was Bernard Marcus, and he died in the 1960s. His family sold the cave after he died. So a new family took it over, and that's been the same family ever since. So Jim and Doris Rubel were the grandparents. They're dead now. Doris was the last to go. She died in 2020. Julie inherited the cave that final year and then died a year after her mom. So the girls, Kelsey and Lexi, inherited the cave. Their dad occasionally is upstairs doing some stuff, and their stepmom occasionally is upstairs doing some stuff too. So the family is involved here. The lady you got your tickets from upstairs today, that's Mary Jo. She's here sometimes on the weekend. She was the girls' teacher when they were in school. So we're all connected together in some way. I work here because their mom, Julie, was a special person to me. She treated me like a nephew. And when I was still working with the Iowa DNR, I showed up here as a researcher for bats, and she really liked me. She thought that I was just a nephew, that she needed to feed me spaghetti, and just stuff like that. So I wound up working here after a long time with the DNR, and I just aged out of my previous field biologist jobs that I have. So I'm just a tour guide nowadays. Like, I want to be a field biologist and a scientist still, but you age out. I'm 50 now, so nobody wants to hire me anymore. I brought my black light.
Oh,
Makes things look pretty cool.
that's cool.
Black light makes all the crystals glow really pretty. One of the things that you can do with the black light is you can charge up a crystal. Ooh, that's really bright. Hold on a second. Sure. Yeah, let's charge up a crystal here.
Wow.
Yeah, the darker it is, the better it works. So we keep the lights off over here just so we can like blow your mind a little bit. Here, I brought this little tiny flashlight. Surprisingly, has more power in it than my big beast here.
Wow.
The beast is good for like spread. So I can, but this little one's got like a pinpoint. So check it out. I can draw a picture. Here, let me brighten it up a little bit.
Oh, cool.
With fading graffiti. Stuff like that, kind of fun. Black light does that. Regular light does it too. Strangely enough, check this out. It's really crazy.
Oh, el color amarillo.
Wow.
It's kind of boring though. It's kind of lame. So as we get out of here, I want you guys to please feel appreciated. This has been our slowest year since 2020, so we're really glad to have you guys here. I know the parking lot didn't reflect that outside, but our numbers do. So feel free to come back and do those tours. Yeah. And if you wanted to do a black light only tour, remember that was looking cool, right? Imagine coming down with all the lights off and everybody has a black light.
Oh, wow.
We got a big box of black lights upstairs, and then we'll turn all the lights off, and then we'll come down here with just the black lights.
Nice.
But we can't do that until the season kind of slows down. So if you guys come in like the end of September or October during the week, let's go. Let's do this. It's so cool. I also like to do something called a blackout tour, where we turn the lights off and we can just come down with our flashlights. And I prefer those over all the tours because it's more authentic anyway. Just imagine, just like, okay, just lighten it up with just our flashlights, no other lights.
That's nice.
Pretty cool. So as we get out of here, think of other things you guys might want to do at the cave. If you got any questions when we get up above, feel free to talk to me. I've just been talking the whole time, but you guys have always been welcome just to interrupt me. That's good if you wanted to. But so far I've had really good questions in front and stuff like that. So if you think of anything, just let me know.
All right.
Thank you.
Queda con el niño, ¿eh?
Ya durmió. A ver, despiértalo y dile a caminar.
Está noqueado el viejo.
Se tragó 5 papitas de un perro ya, ¿no? Ya. No.
Tiene que ser luz negra, compadre. La suya es amarilla.
Yo no quería probarla.
Cuidado con el niño.
Watch your head, people.
Le hubiera dicho a Julio que te iluminara la camisa con la black light.
¿Por qué, compadre?
Porque la camisa de Julio es glow también.
Ah, sí. Glow in the dark.
Sí. No, ni cuida la luz del black. Black light. Sí. Be careful.
Watch your heads.
Oh, yes.
Ay. Santísimo Dios. Pues bueno, amigos, yo espero que les haya gustado este tour. Que no podíamos grabar, pero sí grabamos. Entonces, pues como quieran.
Aquí en Berlín. No podíamos grabar, díganos, pero grabamos.
No podíamos grabar, pero grabamos. Vámonos, compa. Aquí sí les creo que puedan crecer estalactitas. Comadre, aquí sí les creo que puedan crecer estalactitas. Bueno, pues Jennifer.
Dije que aquí tiene un pie de otro lado de eso.
Híjole, compadre. Aquí sí nos cargó el payaso.
Mi bebé se va a mojar y después le hace el gorro. No, la va a liberar a ese mojón.
Esa va la guarda.
¡Cierre la llave! Qué desgraciados abren las llaves ahí.
Los meados de la vaca que digo.
Pues nada, amigos, ya estuvo. Llegamos para atrás.